Uh, it's what are you laughing at?
The acorns.
That should be the next like caricature for shadow smokers. It's just like an acorn with a big beard on it. It'll be Travis. No, other than that, like I was really actually was kind of excited to see the hurricane coming in because I'm like, I haven't been through a hurricane in a long time. So I was kind of excited to be out there and having the party and being in a hurricane, and now it's not going to happen. So
why would anyone want to do that? Just be inside a hurricane.
because it's fun.
It's not.
What? It's an adventure. Bro, the last time I went through a hurricane, I was like maybe 100 feet from the edge of the ocean on a tropical island with a 100-foot wall behind me in a cove and a thatch roof hut.
I don't know what to tell you.
So
people like to be safe, but you're like, I want to go out there to see if the world explodes.
Yeah, why not?
Why yes is the question. We're human and we're fragile.
Because you have one life, live it.
Yeah, it's because you have one life, treasure it while you live it, Not try to kill yourself or anything.
Nah, man, come on. Go swim with sharks, dude. Go jump in the middle of a hurricane. Jump out of an airplane.
I swam with shark before. I swam the shark, swam the dolphin. I went scuba diving before. I went one of those tank walking too. Like, just like wear one of those things and start walking on the water too. But like, just because I knew it wasn't going to kill me. I knew that if a shark tried to eat me, at least I can get a bite with him before I die. But like, hurricane, you can't really
the last time I swam with a shark, I had pots and pans and we went out there to kill it.
Yeah, well, when the shark sees me, you try to hide its fins. Like the fin just disappears.
Yeah, when they see you, they hide their fins. No, don't make soup out of me.
Now that you mention, I don't, now that we're grown, like as a young kid, we don't know why we eat shark fins, right? We just think that shark fin soup are good for you because the appearance is good for you. It's expensive. It's good for you. As you grow up, it's like, why are we eating that shit? Because it tastes like nothing. It literally tastes like Jello and nothing. So I don't know. Like, why are we eating that? It doesn't even taste good. Even tofu has some flavor, right? Tofu has some flavor. Shark fin has no flavor.
Well, tofu itself has no flavor whatsoever. It takes on the flavor of whatever it is around.
No, tofu has flavor. Tofu tastes like soybean. They do.
It tastes like plain. If it tastes like Jello before they put flavoring in it.
Have you drink those like soy milk, soy juice, soybean juice?
Yeah, they put juice in it.
No. Like basically it's ground up soy. Like before tofu became a tofu, is actually those soybean milk, soybean juice.
Have you ever milked a soybean? It is a son of a bitch.
I know. You gotta put it between two stones and milk it. You gotta put it between two stones and milk it.
You gotta have small fingers and just get down in there and milk that little soybean, man.
We got virgin girls doing this, okay? While they do it, the tears comes down, become liquid,
Yeah.
That happens. And then, that's why it's the most healthiest thing you can drink. Literally, I have soy milk just for hot pots. Like I have a container of soy milk that's made for hot pot because I have flavor. So you'll probably be eating some really cheap ass tofu, so you can't taste anything. But tofu came from soy milk. It tastes like soy milk. But shark fin has no taste. You know what else has no taste I found out today? This thing has absolutely no taste.
Yeah, I saw your post.
Carbonated water.
Huh?
Carbonated water. What were you expecting?
But then that's the thing. Everybody's like, it tastes good. Well, if it tastes good, it has to have taste. If it doesn't have taste, it doesn't taste good.
I don't know.
So let's get back to this soy milk for your hot pockets. What's that all about? Oh,
yeah.
A little weird.
Asians will actually use soy milk as the base of the hot pot because soy milk is a lot more healthier, and then because it's creamy, it actually clings onto the food. So it actually tastes.
We're talking about two different hot pockets.
Yeah, because I'm hearing you say that soy milk is healthier than the Hot Pocket, which we already know that.
Hot pot, not hot pocket.
Oh, okay.
I'm still hearing Hot Pocket.
I'm thinking pepperoni pizza hot pocket or something.
Yeah,
That's what I
right?
was thinking, too.
I can
You know,
see
people
Tony
actually try to
dipping his
make
Tony's
soybean
dipping his
cheese.
pepperoni pizza.
Some people try to make soybean cheese or soybean curd to put it on top of pizza and stuff as cheese. So I guess you could fit into Hot Pocket and eat it if you wanted to.
Soybean turds?
Curd.
Great, we got to milk it and wipe its ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are soybean turds? Is that when you like eat way too much soybean?
I don't know.
and
Do you have a problem with your speaker where you can't hear me clear? I don't know.
No, my speaker's great. It comes right out of my 55-inch monitor.
So you don't really have a speaker. I would think today you guys are very thankful because I rescued you guys from having to watch the vice president debate. So
Oh, is
this
that
is
today?
so much better. That's today. So
Yeah, it's going on right now.
All right, I gotta go.
what? Shut up! I know you don't watch that shit.
I watched the last one.
For how long? 2 minutes?
No, I watched the whole thing. I actually had a bunch of guys come over. We sat in the cigar lounge. We smoked cigars and laughed the entire time.
Right?
Did
It was
you-
better than any comedy show I've seen in a long time.
For
I
sure.
thought it was normal. Without getting to the politic aspect of it, I thought it was normal. Any
There was
debate,
nothing
cut people left and right, it's normal.
There was nothing normal about that debate. And all politics aside, I don't care if it was two Republicans or two Democrats or two aliens. That was the worst debate I've ever seen in my life.
I thought it was very expected. Like before I watched it, I knew that something like that would have been possible. Like no one's gonna. I never watched any debate like election debate that people actually follow the rule and says do not cut people off and only speak until term. Because when you are quiet like that, they forgot to get back to you.
Well, it's the old senile man against the big baby. Like, what did you expect?
This is why they should lower the presidential age to like 20s.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, because we want a bunch of freaking millennial, all these guys.
Because apparently the government thinks this way, right? If you're under 21, you're a freaking retard. You cannot make any choices for yourself. But over 21, you can make all the choices in the world. So at 21, you should be able to run for president.
Unless it comes to the military, and then it's 18.
But that's the thing.
Right.
They're saying, no. At 18, they want you to elect to 18 so they can still tell you what to do because you can't make any decisions. You go in there, you listen to what they tell you.
At 18, you can carry a gun and kill people as long as you sign up with the military.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you have to wait till you're 21.
Right? So yeah. So why will you put presidential, election for 40-year-olds when you can do for 21? Because at 21 you can make all the decisions in the world. It makes that much difference. When you're 18, the only thing you can decide is whether or not you enlist in military. You can't even decide if you want to smoke cigars. You cannot even decide whether or not you want to smoke. You cannot decide whether or not you want to drink. You cannot decide anything, right? So, but 21 you can. That 3 years makes all the difference. 3 years makes all the difference.
So you have to be at least 35 years old to run for president.
Right. Natural born, U.S. citizen, 35-year-old, that has money. Can't run it without money.
No, you actually not natural born. You have to have been a resident of the United States for 14 years.
No, you have to be
Oh,
natural
no,
born.
sorry, yeah, natural born. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
14 years, I think, is for senator, that kind of shit, right?
That's for
Governor.
president.
That's how Arnold became governor.
Yeah, the U.S. president must be a natural born citizen of the United States, at least 35 years old, and have been a resident of the United States for 14 years.
Yeah, okay, so while you're natural born and stay in the United States for 14 years.
Correct.
Right, okay. Because if it's just for 14 years, I can run for it. I can run.
Yeah, we don't want that.
What? You sure? Because I will fight to lower cigar tax to 5%.
There you go. Cigar
That actually
mechanic
looks
for
pretty
president.
That actually looked pretty good. Hey, Brandon, did you see the pop-up logo that I had for in the beginning?
Did I what now?
Did you see that I put your pop-up logo in front of in the waiting screen?
I did see that, and I was like, "Why is my logo on here?"
Because because last week somebody decided to come complain about me talking too much about Cigar Mechanic LLC and Little Guy Cigar Shop. So I decided to put those two pop-up logos on there just to.
Who's complaining about that?
There are a few people that actually posted in my older videos, and then I went to delete them.
Daniel complaining about that?
They complained. They complained.
It wasn't me. I think
Matt,
he's saying Matt Hashimoto complained.
Oh, well, that's you shouldn't be complaining, Matt. You got a button made out of you after you because of those two people.
Trust me, I was not the person.
Yeah, so I decided to just show your logo every time people are waiting now.
Did you tell Evan to shut up?
No, I mean Evan exploded the other day, so I wasn't sure what to do with him. I'm kind of afraid of him right now.
Oh, shit.
Dude, what did he do?
Huh?
What did he do the other day?
He exploded, telling me to politely go fuck myself.
Oh.
Patina.
And you could hear him with his mask on?
What's with the 4-star?
Chicago, baby.
You can hear him with his mask on. I think it was.
So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what to do about that that explosion. So I would just kind of.
That's what she said.
Oh, she will definitely know what to do with that explosion.
Whoop.
Right. So yeah, should I just put an ultimatum out there, like something really cool, something like, hey guys, in the end, remember, you're still running in my house, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean, people have bad days. I had a bad week. I had a bad week and a half. I'm so freaking tired. I'm so freaking tired mentally. Just like you say, you understand. Like, it's not like I want to go to sleep. It's like I am so tired of everything. I don't even want to hear people kind of thing. Right?
No, I'm the same way. Like, emotionally and mentally, I'm just drained. But, like, my body is ready to stay awake and just go do stuff, get things done. But my brain is just, it's full. It's done. I want nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, like, I feel like this week and, like, the past week was like that for me. I feel like somebody want to talk to me. I'm like, not right now. You need me to do something. Just let me know what you need me to do. Just don't even tell me the detail. Just tell me what you do, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard or not, but I'll say this here because it's official and it's done. But I know Cigar Mechanic Brokerage no longer represents Sinistro.
Oh, really?
That happened too? Wow, shit.
That happened about 2 weeks ago, but it was really cool because we had a conversation. Everything was copacetic, and he came out here a couple days later. We sat down, we hung out, we smoked cigars for 4 or 5 hours together. Like, everybody's still good. We're still really good friends. We're still gonna be working together. I'll still help him out when I can, but he's just not a part of our brokerage, and he's got somebody else already. So it was all just kind of a mutual decision based on a couple things that went down, and we're all friends. No hard feelings at all.
So is Little Guy Cigar Shop still got to carry that then?
That's not something I can answer because it's no longer my brand to represent, and I have no inside information on such things.
Yeah, where's Michael when you need him?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, that's a politician answer. Fuck you.
Cigar Mechanic for President 2020.
I don't even think you're on the ballot, but I already sent out I already sealed out my ballot. I'm gonna send it out tomorrow, so it's too late.
Did you put Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin on there?
No. I actually voted for someone.
Oh man, I can't believe
I don't understand the ballot. I was talking to Matt about this. Like, the ballot, they have multiple different things, right? So they have who got president, who's the secretary, who's the, like, all that other stuff. Like, for the city too, like, who is running for, I don't know, whatever position. But what's the point to tell me to vote when there's only one person on the ballot? Like, there's no opponent. There's only one name.
Because you can write in Cigar Mechanic.
But even if I write Cigar McKinnon, that wouldn't be enough because he's not even on the ballot.
Yeah, but Mickey Mouse gets more voices, more votes than any other write-in.
I don't know. I was like, what's the point? Okay, here you go. There was few stupid ones like, do you want the mechanic shop to be able to have more access to like the Wi-Fi computer stuff that you will do in the dealer, right? So I vote yes, of course. I didn't even think that there had to be a law. I didn't even think that should have to be a law. I thought there's already such thing called the right to repair. When you have right to repair, shouldn't you be able to get the proprietary stuff?
No, but here's the problem. What you have to do is you have to look at what's inside of that law. So they give you a synopsis of what it may or may not be about, but you have to look at what's in those 495 pages to say that you want them to have the internet, because they'll build a lot of other stuff into that law to get that one passed. But that's the thing, is a lot of people don't research enough to go in and see what other pieces are in there and how that affects other things beyond just the one thing they're promoting to you.
Because in the end, they tell you the too long didn't read. If you vote yes, this happens. If you vote no, this happens, right? So.
Well, yeah, but they can say if you vote yes, this piece of paper gets thrown away, but also this cutter, this lighter, and this humidor get thrown in the trash and put into a pile as well. But all we're going to tell you is this piece of paper gets thrown away.
Yeah, we have some of the dumb ones in there. And then there was another ones like, would you like to city to spend the money to buy open areas to build low-income housings and stuff like that?
Look at Martina Maya with his freaking product placement over here.
I know, right?
Oh, look, I got my monthly Cigar Club box in today. I'm just going to open this.
You know what?
here.
We got to take a sponsored photo, so shut up.
Martin, that count as one, okay? Because I saw it. I saw that, so that counts as one. All right, I count as one. So again, I don't know if the chat is working. So right now we have like 9 people on YouTube. If anybody can just type 1, so I know you guys can see this, then that will be fine.
Juan?
Juan? Why, just because Martin's here, they got to type in Juan?
Type Juan. Juan. Juan, go!
I like how Martin gets on here and then Tony gets all racist.
I get to be racist though, because I'm racist with my own joke that became racial joke, not racist joke.
Racial.
But you made fun of the Mexicans. You're not Mexican.
About racism.
We got Chinese people named Juan. I said Juan, go, right? So right, so those 3 are all Asians.
Hong.
Not to mention, I think Mexicans are Asians too, so technically.
Mexicans are Indian.
Indians are Asians.
No, they are not.
Indian are Asians.
No, they are not. You are so full of shit. I'll get my wife in here, dude. She will jump through this camera and scalp you.
Let me see.
Indians are not Asian.
No, they are not. Okay, Indians are Asian. What the hell are you talking about, dude?
The definition of Asian race, people have origin or original people of the Far East, Southeast Asia, or the Indians.
I didn't hear anything you said because I wasn't listening.
Okay, would you like to hear it again? The definition of Asian race is people having origins of in any of the original people of the Far East, Southeast Asia, or the Indians. That includes Cambodia, China, India, Indonesia, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Pakistan, and Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam.
I think you're talking different Indians.
Yeah, you're talking
Red Dot.
You're talking push start, not pull start.
Well, you're talking about Native Americans?
Yeah, there's 2 different kinds of Indians. You have like my wife, Native American, which is a pull start, and then you have the Indian from like India, which are a push start.
Native Americans are of Asian descent.
So you're talking like Circle K, not a Yuttahe.
I'm talking a big little Blackfoot tribe leader.
Yeah, Blackfoot is not Asian.
I mean, I'm Google again. Here you go.
running deer, Blackfoot, falling rock. None of those are Asian.
You cannot see it.
Is Native American.
Which is also known as Indian out here, because we are in the U.S., so we've got to speak in U.S. terms.
Right here. Indian Americans say that Indian or any other South Asians are part of Asian America, which yet apart from Asian Americans. They're Asian Americans, but they're Asian. Dude,
I can't.
have you seen
I just
them? They
can't.
look more Asian than anybody, okay?
Oh, so we can go by looks.
Yeah, because if they look like this, they're Asian.
So if there's a bright light in my eyes and I'm squinting, then I'm Asian for the day?
Nah. Well, see, Matt Hashimoto, you know, he's as white as you can get, but he's Asian.
What if I'm eating rice and I'm squinting in the light? Am I Asian?
At that moment, you might be enlightened by Asian. But those are Asians. Native Americans
Everybody's
are
Asian
Asians.
right now.
They are Asian that settled in America. In the very beginning. You know? Come on. And Indians are Asian. Okay? We're good? No? Maybe?
No. 1 in 4 are closely related to Asian people. They're not Asian, they're closely related to them. The 5th group is most closely related to European.
Oh, now I finally see the freaking chat room. Okay. So yeah, they're Asians, okay? Let's not argue. They're
Okay,
Asians.
Tony.
They're Asians. There we go.
There, I just saw CM for president. That's all that mattered.
Yeah. What goggle do I have? Come on. I actually I looked it up. I knew they were Asians. Come on. Native Americans are Asians. Just like Hawaiians are Asians.
They're Polynesian.
That's still Asian. That's still Asian. Asian
So we're
covers a big area, so.
Well, I mean, according to you, Asian covers every area.
There's Asian in every country.
Everybody's had a little Asian in them.
Once you go Asian, you never go Caucasian.
Oh, what?
Maybe that's where
Once you go Asian,
Caucasian
you never
came
go
from.
Caucasian.
Maybe that's where Caucasian came from.
Oh no, I can sense something
Yeah,
else
yeah.
is coming.
You can't have Asian without you can't have Caucasian without Asian, right?
There might be some truth to that, Hashimoto.
So that while Martin is like really showing off his product placement, let's talk about what we're smoking right now. Brendan, let's start with you then.
Well, my ash just fell on my desk, but other than that, I'm smoking the Laranja Escuro from Espinosa. It's probably not going to show up,
but we know which one it is.
Laranja.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What about Daniel?
Espinosa.
I am smoking the True Estate Sun-Grown Dogma.
And Matt? Papa Fridas.
Papa's freedom.
And I'm smoking this this Alec Bradley Prensado. Okay. And
What do
Martin
you think
will
of
just
that?
skip him since he's doing product placement. You will just have to.
I've got
You'll find out. You'll find out in a
bigger.
couple of days when the video comes out. So
What video would come out?
no, he released those. Actually, I think he already released it.
I did.
Yeah,
It was
he already
today.
released that video. So.
Well,
It's
that
just
worked.
an Instagram photo.
So Brenda, I never had a chance to ask you, what do you think about New York adding 75% tax to their cigars?
I think it's going to be like California, where they're going to go in a couple of years and realize that they're broke and try and reverse that.
Oh, did California actually reverted at once?
So California changed their taxation to, so they've got a fluctuating tax in California, and right now it's right around like 59%. But they changed last year. They changed where that tax is placed. So what was happening was that they were able to tax the cigars based on the wholesale on the price sheet. So they could say, okay, well, here's what the wholesale of that cigar is when it's sold. We're going to put the 59% tax on that wholesale price of it coming into California. Prior to that, manufacturers were able to carry a wholesale California distributor's license and charge the tax based on their import cost of that cigar. So before they mark it up to the wholesale price. So California said, you can't do that anymore. We're just going to start charging the tax on the wholesale side of things, not on the import side. And they recently reversed that and went back to the import side, and which is a difference of, you could say it's somewhere between $1.50 and $2 per cigar when you look at the price difference on that taxation.
Yeah, because if you put it on the wholesale, then when they double the price to sell it to you, they're doubling that tax too.
Well, and part of the problem too is that part of your import cost is about 50 cents per cigar, just on taxation to import it. So technically, what California is doing, and actually for that matter, just about every single state, what they're doing is actually illegal.
Double taxation.
Because
right?
they're taxing on a tax. Now, the state of Nevada is even worse because they're also taxing based on the total invoice cost that lands at the store. Well, that total invoice cost also includes shipping. So they're charging a 30% tobacco tax on not just the imported, wholesale, and now shipping that they're charging a tobacco tax on.
Now, the question is, why didn't anybody just try to sue the government for that? Because if it's obviously a double taxation.
Have you ever tried to sue the government?
It doesn't work.
So California being as broke as they are, and Newsom being a complete lumbering idiot, I think finally realized that you actually end up with a loss of dollars. When you overtax things, you lose income, especially in a smaller state like New York, because people are just going to cross the border and go up and buy in a cheaper state and then cross right back over and drive it themselves. So Martine lives in Texas. If Texas were to drastically increase their prices, they would also have to eliminate online sales, and then Martine would have to drive 4 or 5 hours to go find something cheaper.
2 hours.
2 hours. Whereas somebody in New York, you can drive anywhere in New York and be out of the state 2 hours.
True. And
So,
I was thinking that how much that would increase the crazy amount of price that to buy Davidoffs, because 75% on top of Davidoffs.
Yeah.
That would be a crazy price.
And it's going to be on the wholesale price. So, if you let's just use simple math for example, and let's say it's a $20 cigar and the wholesale price of that is $10. Now you're going to have $17.50 plus the markup of maybe a minimum of $10. But some guys might just try to double the entire thing. So you're looking at anywhere from $27.50 to $35 per cigar now versus $20 that it should be.
Right. And then the majority of their cigars are 30 plus, so they're looking at like $50 cigars.
Okay. Yeah, so that's where and it all depends on where I know where New York's placing the taxation, but it depends on where the shops try to collect that taxation and how they do that. But the problem is that and I'm not trying to get political, but we find it typically in the Democratic states that they want more taxation, and they try to increase that. And what they don't realize is that actually reduces the amount of taxes you actually bring into your house. And they think that if we raise taxes, well, people are going to continue to buy at the same amount, and we're going to get more money. You don't. You get far less money by increasing taxes.
Because I was wondering if if there's any immediate differences, because you talked to Martinez Cigars, right? And they're right in New York, so. But their cigar wasn't expensive. Their cigar is about $6. So, but even that, adding 75% is quite a bit.
And you also have to remember that taxation is done on a wholesale cost. So them manufacturing in New York and not having a ton of distribution, they can actually adjust their wholesale costs. So it might actually help them to sell more because they manufacture there in New York, and they can manufacture and wholesale at a lower cost and just have a larger markup on the back end. But somebody importing and distributing across the whole United States, they now have a wholesale price sheet that's good for the entire country, and that's what the taxation is going to be based on.
Well, what did you say that again? I don't think I understand that part, because the cigars are not manufactured there unless well, for Martinez they wrote it there, so is that considered as manufacturing?
They're taxed on the wholesale. Yeah, they're taxed on the wholesale side, not on the retail side. So Martinez at their own shop can say, okay, well, we're only going to make, I don't know, whatever, 50 cents a cigar on our wholesale side. We're going to sell these cigars to ourselves for a much less price, a much lower price, and then pay the 75% on that lower price.
Okay, because they can sell it to themselves because they wrote their own cigar.
Correct.
But any other shop who buys cigars in cannot do that.
Correct, because they have a wholesale price sheet for the country. So they're going to say, hey, we've imported the cigars, and this is what we sell to everybody across the country. This is our wholesale price. Whereas if you're manufacturing right there and selling to yourself, you can kind of mess with those numbers a little bit as long as you're selling to everybody at that price.
So you're saying that for Martinez is actually more flexible because they are the one that sells to everybody else. But could that fluctuate? For example, if I sell it to myself at 10 cents a cigar, but my wholesale price for any other people that carry my cigar is $1 a cigar, can I do that?
No. So they would have to be really careful about the way they're going about it. So realistically, the honest answer and the way to do business properly is just, here's my wholesale costs. I'm going to eat the tax. This is what we're going to do. But they do have more flexibility to work around the law because they are in that state and they're manufacturing there. They can't sell it obviously for 10 cents a cigar because the tobacco costs more than that. But you can't sell it to yourself as a loss. But they could sell it to themselves at a much smaller gain and maybe even go to the shops they're selling to and say, hey, we're going to sell it to you at a lower price, or find a workaround on that to make it happen.
I also have a question for you because you're in Arizona, and this question you can choose not to answer. Okay, if you can't answer it, just don't answer it. Just say I can't answer. Okay, because in Arizona, and I'm wondering whether or not American Viking cigars blown out of everywhere now. It's like, it's in every shop now. Is people buying those cigars? Is it popular right now, or you just don't even see it much?
Is it popular here in Arizona?
Yeah,
are you asking if it's popular here in Arizona?
Yeah.
Because
I think they're only selling Arizona right now, like, technically. I haven't seen it anywhere.
No. They actually sell in other states. They have distribution into other states at this point. To ask a question is if it's popular is kind of relative to what was considered popular. Do I see it everywhere? No. I could tell you that the general consensus, and I can understand this, is when you have a local shop that has their own local brand, it seems to be extremely difficult to place that locally here because of just competition factor. Why would I promote a local shop? And that's nothing against, and I want to clarify this because that's nothing against Cigars Daily or American Viking or anything. There's also another one. There's Big Sticks here that produces the Palos Grandes right there in Mesa, Arizona. They actually have a roller on site. He runs into the same thing. Like, why would I carry, as a shop locally, why would I carry a cigar that's manufactured and promotes another shop down the road?
Right, and but that's the thing though. Like, you're talking about in the shop perspective, right? I'm talking about in the consumer perspective, right? Because some consumers are gonna go, because it's made here, is the brand here, I want to support the brand here, kind of thing. There are people like that. So I was wondering, maybe right now it's super popular. Everybody around is like, hey, I'm supporting this cigar. This is actually, a brand from here.
Yeah, I see it in a few shops. I mean, there's some good relationships and some people that are carrying it out here. I know like RJ's carries it, Big Six carries it. I think Dawn's carries it. So there's a few shops out here that carry it, but not a lot. I think they're going to find more distribution outside. But again, it's really difficult for any cigar manufacturer that sells direct to consumers online. It's really difficult to get placement of that cigar on shelves of cigar shops. Because ultimately somebody's going to get the American Viking off their shelf and they're going to go, oh, and maybe do some research online, and it's going to pull up this website where they might be able to buy it potentially at a discount or even the same price, but they can go, oh, I don't have to drive somewhere. I can just get it in. And that seems to be kind of the consensus, even when I'm dealing with other brands that I have that you can find online. Some people have an issue with that.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering. It wasn't like a big debate or anything. It was more like I wonder if that brand is doing well right now, because I haven't lately I haven't heard anybody talking about that brand particularly. So
yeah, I don't hear much about it. And again, it's not a knock on America. I want to be very clear. Like, this is not a knock on American Viking. It's not a knock on Tim or Cigars Daily. Like, I've experienced that with some of the other brands in my portfolio where they'll say, hey, I see it. This guy has it online at this price. How can I put it on my shelf at this price when the guy can go online and buy it at that price? And I don't even know if Tim has fluctuation in prices. I don't know what he's doing there because I don't pay that much attention to it. That's his business. I know he's pretty smart about it. But I think he's slowly growing in placement in the shops. But man, placing a small brand like that is just not an easy task.
But isn't that how like all the boutique brand kind of grow? Like start somewhere, hire people like you, and then basically go out there and try to tell people about it and smoke it. But if you don't, you need to education, right? Product education is very hard.
Yeah. Yeah, smaller brands are really hard to get product placement on the shelves. It's not the easiest thing. So I think any brand, for that matter, is going to be up against that.
So now that you have more room to carry another brand or so, maybe, do you have something that you're targeting? No?
No, we're not bringing in any brands right now. Unless something just absolutely stunning comes along. I'm very happy with the portfolio that we have. We're not looking to bring anything else on. We're actually, I had a meeting today with a gentleman to look at expanding him out to California. The beginning of the year, so he might be taking over that area. Who's got the dog? Is that Matt's barking? But no, we're not looking to bring anything new on right.
One more question is, I know a lot of members right now are very excited, waiting to get their cutter. Literally, I meet up with Justin Wagner like last weekend. He's like, "Where's my cutter?" Right? So I said that mid-November will be a good timing, about mid to late November. Are we good with that timing?
As of right now, we still seem to be on track for that timing, but with all this COVID crap, you just never know what's going to get thrown in the loop. But as of right now, that is the estimated time of delivery for us to receive the cutters, for us to be able to then go and print those cutters for you. So mid to end of November is about the schedule we're still looking at.
Okay, so we're still on track. That's good news.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, "Hey, where's my cutter?" I was like, "Oh, I told you guys it's gonna be November, but we just want to make sure that November is still a good timeline, so that people can enjoy it."
As far as everything looks right now, November is still the good timeline. We obviously want to get everything in before the Chinese New Year. Otherwise, then we're gonna be looking at February. But November definitely looks like the timeline.
Chinese New Year next year. What did you get that timeline?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
that oh my god. Jeez. Chinese New Year.
I just figured I'd do something to get your panties in a twist a little bit.
Now is Chinese New Year's the same as Indian New Year's?
No, Indian doesn't use Lunar New Year. So Chinese use Lunar New Year's. Indian use
it should be the same since they're Asian. No. What about the Mexican New Year's? Is it the same as the Chinese? Because they're Asian too.
I think Mexican celebrates all of them.
It's a day early.
I thought it's a day late.
I think it's day late because China will have to celebrate it first.
Isn't the Mexican New Year's Cinco de Mayo?
You would think, right? You would think because they have huge celebrations around that time. You would think.
That's when everything resets, right?
Mexicans don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Really? Mexicans don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
No.
So what is it?
Cinco de Mayo is it's an American holiday.
So what did it celebrate?
That is a full Mexican holiday, bro. I'm sorry, dude. When I worked in construction, bro, on the 5th of freaking of May, on the 6th of May, dude, there was nothing getting done because every one of those freaking Mexicans out there was doing hungover, bro.
Cinco de Mayo is when the Mexicans battled the French, and the Americans helped. The American soldiers helped the Mexican army defeat the French, and then the Americans were like, "Okay, well, we're gonna make this a celebratory holiday because we helped you." Blah blah blah, and then
Beat the French.
a few months later, the French beat the Mexicans again, but the Americans were nowhere to be found to help them fight the French.
The French is like the JV team, isn't it?
So is it that, like, you know, some sort of a holiday that kind of lost its meaning, but we still celebrate anyway, like Easter? I don't even know why we're picking up eggs.
Because the bunny laid eggs.
Bunny
Haven't you
does
seen a
not.
bunny that lays eggs?
People
know,
just
this
look
is-
for a reason to get drunk. That's all.
You know,
It's Cinco de
kids,
drink though.
kids,
And
stay
for
in school.
companies to make
Stay
money.
in school and actually go to your biology classes. So you don't think that, you know, rabbit lays eggs. Please, mammals don't lay eggs. Just
The Energizer Bunny lays eggs.
Energizer and the bunny lays batteries. That's two different things.
I love it, Matt.
Isn't there a mammal that lays eggs?
The platypus.
Platypus. Yeah. So there, Tony.
Yep, there you go.
That's an exception. That's like saying that there's asexual animals too. You know, so.
And actually, if you want to get real about it, every one of them lays eggs because even the female human lays eggs once a month during their period.
That's called embryos. Shut up.
No, it's called an egg. They drop an egg. That's why they have their
They drop
period.
an
And when the
embryo.
when the egg attaches to the inside of the uterus and becomes fertilized by the sperm, then it creates
It's an embryo.
the embryo. Not until it's been fertilized.
Anyways, so what do you think about the what do you think about the Cuban ban? Now that we're going back to ban again.
I think it's awesome.
I don't think it's gonna change anything whatsoever. Zero.
Nope. Well, the thing it will change is people going to Cuba under a media pass, or one of the passes that you could go to Cuba with before, and then bringing back the allowable amount of cigars. That's the only thing it'll change. People can still buy their fake Cubans online all they want.
But you're not allowed to bring back any allowable cigar. There's no allowance right now. Zero.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing it'll change is when people go to Cuba, what they can bring back. But it's not going to stop people from going bleep bloop online and ordering their fake Cubans from their reputable Swedish source.
You know, I think they should just tax the shit out of it, Cuban cigars. But hey, you make
Get
the
it
local
out.
cigar cheaper and tax just the Cubans. So, and you tax it at export, at export import.
But that's the problem. Is it's not necessarily technically being exported. It's just being brought in by people. It's not being imported into the U.S. It's being brought in.
Well, when I came in, I had to pay tax on it, so because I declared.
Right, you declared it. Most people don't, and they're allowed to bring in a certain amount.
I wonder how many people don't declare and get caught,
A lot.
and then they confiscate it. So so
Yeah, they slap your hand and they take it away from you. Oh no.
I'm not trying that. I declare everything when I walk by the. There's no way to not declare. I went to I leave the country with 2 luggage. I come back with 4 luggages. There's no way I don't have $800 worth of goods, so I have to declare.
Were you like one of those people that we see on the shows when they're coming in and they have all like the weird bugs and shit inside their luggage from some Asian country?
No, I actually don't bring any vegetation or meat products.
Ah, no fish,
No fish,
no tofu.
no tofu.
You don't bring tofu back?
I don't bring tofu back.
Just the milk.
Just
No,
the
you
milk.
can buy the milk here.
I leave the soybeans there. I just sat there and milked them for the whole time. I was
For
there.
his hot pockets. For his
Somebody
First
post
off,
about.
yeah.
I think somebody post about the oat milk. Oat milk, and I actually found a picture online that somebody's milking the oat.
Yeah, it's a real thing. They have small hands. They smell like cabbage.
Well, if you really think about it, you are putting the soybean into this grinder that squeezes the juice out of it.
Yeah, but you're not just getting it from the soybean tits.
The whole thing is a tits, if you think about it.
No, if you ever look at a soybean really close, it has two little tiny udders at the bottom of it, and you just got to milk those things.
My eyes are too small to find that. Okay, shut up.
Well, don't your eyes
where's
squint
the
when you
tip?
look closer at something? You know, like most people, when they look closer, they squint. You're already there. You should be able to see closer.
No, I just hire my Asian cousins to milk them. I don't do it myself. I don't do it myself. So, hello.
What's up?
So are you guys coming to Colorado now since your thing's canceled? Don't you have an event here?
I'll be there on Saturday.
You can be there, Daniel?
No, we have a wedding.
He's like, are you guys coming? I'm not gonna be there.
Fucking guy. Aren't you guys coming to Colorado? I'm so excited to see you. I won't be there.
I didn't say I was excited. I just said, aren't you coming to Colorado?
Hey, go milk some more soybeans, would you?
Oh my god. Oh my, is that gotta be a thing now? Is that gotta be a thing?
It's a thing.
Oh my god.
It's a thing.
Hey Evan,
Hashtag-
YouTube didn't fail. I did. Okay, you can say
Hashtag
whatever you
soy
want.
tip.
But yeah, my computer failed.
We're gonna call them soy boobs.
Hey, whatever makes you drink them. Whatever makes you drink them. All right. Right? You can call it whatever you want so long as you drink them.
Would you like a suckle of my soy nipple?
Uh-oh.
Good God. Are we ready to start? Okay, I gotta go.
I knew it.
All right,
It's about
later,
time.
guys.
It's about time for your Bible study.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Say hell yeah. See you guys.
See ya. Now that Brendan's gone, we can actually talk something normal. Something more educational, something more smart, something that's gonna increase your IQ but not drop them. I don't know.
So did he say Sinistro or Serena?
Sinistro.
Sinistro.
You know, I'm not too surprised about that because Sinistro is not like a big thing out there. So, you know, this gotta be limited, you know.
It's a West Coast thing.
Evan says better than listen to Tony. That you don't have to listen to me. Here you go. Just, you know, close button, and then you'll be fine. Come on, what?
Evan, you're riding that fine line, brother.
Evan's gonna wait till the after show to hop on like he always does.
It's gonna happen. I feel like it's very close to that. Evan. Ah! Who's that? Pressure points.
So it looks like you got some new swag.
New swag? Who?
Yeah, you got some new swag.
Oh, I talked about this. I talked about it right before you came in, actually. Yeah. So, would you like to see it? Here you go.
Oh, nice.
So I think this is like it's gonna look very nice if you have like a jacket over it or something like that. Because that's how I'm gonna sport it. I'm gonna put it.
Is it red? I mean, it's really hard to tell.
It is the red one, yeah. So this the red here. It's actually, for some reason, they print this in a coral red. So it's like really bright red, not
like
dark.
on the screen,
red.
it looks like it's orange. That's all I was asking.
It's more coral. It's more coral. And they print this on a really like lightweight T-shirt. I almost feel like one of those Uniqlo T-shirt.
Like a dry fit or something?
Would you call it dry fit? I guess it's not gonna stay wet long if you got it wet. So I guess yes. I personally think this is too light. So I think it's too thin for me. But my wife loves it. She's like, I love these like light shirts. You can just wear it, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I almost feel like if this thing was white instead of black background, you can see through it. I almost feel like that. But hey, it works. It came out. It came in yesterday, so it's perfect time for me to wear it today.
Sweet.
Is it comfortable?
Hey,
Yes, it's very comfortable.
Martine and Jason.
Yo.
Somebody talking to me?
Doing coin checks.
We already did it. I'm just those two.
Oh, there we go. He's got it right on his cigar setup. He won't miss it.
Can't leave home without it.
Here we go. Fernando is
Yeah,
back. Fernando, where have you been? Fernando has been AFK for a long time.
Fernie Fern.
right? Fernando has been out for a
Yeah.
while.
I keep forgetting to make that fucking video with Kurt.
With who?
Fernando sent me some footage of him that I've been meaning to make a video out of.
All right. I guess there's something to look forward to. Something to
Yeah.
look forward to. So I got some spec because I'm getting ready to make the next year's anniversary coin. So you guys all seen it. It's gonna be 3D raised a little bit. They say that it's gonna be about 4 centimeters, 4 millimeters thick, as opposed to 3. So it's gonna pop up just a little tad. It will still fit into one of those protection cover thingy. So it will still fit for those people who want to put in those protection cover. But yeah, it will fit. I'm looking forward to do it. However, I had to figure out how many people actually gotta get it before I go place an order, because I don't want to place an order. So if I order 50 of them, right? It's very close to putting 100 of them. Right? But I don't want it to have like 40 coins sitting around.
You got quite a few people that commented.
We have about 40 right now. About 40. So yeah, I just had to kind of double check, see what makes sense, because those coins are actually a lot more expensive to print or mint, because they are different. They are raised and stuff.
Yeah, this will be the coin to get.
This will be the coin to get because it will be super cool, right? It's very different from the previous few. And after this, I don't even know what I'm gonna do for the next year. What am I supposed to do with next year? But you guys are okay with just black and silver, right? Because I'm really not looking forward to put color on it. Because once you put color on it, each one is gonna be in the 20s. So I'm not thinking to put color on it. Black is the only color they were charging me for it. Fernando, I could give you the link to join, but I just hope you don't drop off again, because your internet sometimes. I gotta give him, or you want me to do it?
I can send it to him.
So yeah, that coin is my next project. The other project that I'm working on is, you guys saw that painting, right? That I posted. Yes.
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 Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's good.
It's good. My wife hated it.
Oh.
My wife absolutely hated this. This guy cannot draw. I was like, yeah, I agree. I'm gonna find someone else to redraw this. So, but yeah, that's another thing I'm working on. I'm thinking to have something to hang right here, this spot right here.
All right, Fern, I sent it.
So, I want to paint something that kind of represents, right? That having those. So yeah, have that concept. But it will take a while for that to finish. But I know it was nice that we just finished the Ash Queen logo. So I thought that was pretty good accomplishment. We have another logo going on. Here we go.
There we go.
Here we go.
There he is.
I thought you said you're in the States. You're in a car.
He's in the truck.
You're muted.
We can't hear you, buddy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
Is there an echo?
Nope.
No.
No, I just crossed the border 5 minutes ago. I'm actually waiting at the gas station to pump fuel to take off to California.
Where have you been? Jeez.
Dude, I've been in Mexico forever. I messed up my knee, and I was out of commission for fucking like a month and a half. I tore up my meniscus and damaged the one of my the ACL. I think it's the one that goes inside.
Dang, man.
And I got surgery and then I got back to work, but I haven't come into the States. I just got in.
What'd you do to her,
again.
man? You pissed her off, man. What happened?
Fernando, why did I tell you?
Yo.
What did I tell you about transporting horses? Do not try to hump the horse; they will kick you.
No, well, I already know how to do that. You just tie their legs. It's no big deal.
What the fuck?
But the problem was that I tried to be a lumberjack, dude. I got some land out there, and I was chopping down some trees, and I did a hold my beer moment and fucking tried to drag one with the truck, and I had the guy that was helping me drag the truck, and it snapped. It snapped at me and it hit me in the fucking knee, took me out.
Well, at least you're back now. So, you know, we missed you. We haven't heard from you for a long time. So,
yeah, it's my internet out there sucks, dude. I can't be on any of the lives. None of that shit works.
you should be able to now. How long you stay in the state before you head out again?
I'll probably be about a week, maybe.
A
maybe
week?
less. Yeah, dude. I have a lot of work right now. I reopened the border to go into the U.S. to import. I've been super busy.
Well, that's actually a good thing. Being busy is good, right?
Well, it's a great thing. We're finally getting out of the hole.
That's good.
I was in the hole for a while.
That's
Big
good
time.
news. That's good news.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super happy now.
Yeah, we miss you because, you know, we used to see you a lot in the group. We see your wife, you know, like all of a sudden, boom, disappeared. Never heard the phone number.
Yeah, well, the big thing right now is that where I'm from, it's the rainy season. So it starts, and it's a small little town in the mountains. So as soon as it starts raining, there's no internet, there's no phone, there's no electricity for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So it's all over the place. And then being on the road, like there's no signal at all. That my American phone will work at. I basically have like 3G.
Wow. 3G?
Yeah.
Anybody still remember how 3G feels like?
Yeah.
I remember when 3G first started, everybody's like, yeah, 3G! The best 3G network, you know? And then when 4G came out, 4G didn't feel any different.
Now I'm finally gonna experience 5G once I get into Tucson.
Do you even have a 5G phone?
Yeah, I think so. It's a Note something.
It's good to see you, friend.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's good to see
Yeah, it's good
Fernando.
to see you guys too, man. It's been a long time.
Fernando, I think you got more yellow and green since I last saw you. So.
Since you're on the light.
Beat the heck out of
man.
Edge.
No,
oh my god.
No, I'm barely getting over another injury. I messed up my arm. I don't know if you can see the purple right here.
Again, do not try to hump the horse.
I already told you. I already know how to do that. It's already figured out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like his client's gonna watch this and say, wait, our horse is being humped by Fernando on the way here.
A horse makes a hell of a girlfriend. They don't talk back. They don't ask for anything except for food.
No, see, that's the thing, but then they do give you a lot of shit.
Yeah, they talk back.
Oh man.
Albert just said it beats heck out of the Edge. I don't even remember how Edge feel. Edge feel no different than 2G. Okay, Edge feel no different than 2G. I don't even know why they want to call it Edge, but yeah. Oh my god.
All right. I'm gonna pump some fuel. I'm just gonna be listening to you guys, but I'll be on.
Okay. So yeah, if you got robbed right now, we will see it live.
Yeah.
You know the side of the border. Once you cross the border, there's always like those crazy people around.
Oh, but they, like right here, right.
That's pretty good. Bad. Shit, where's my wallet?
So now everybody is still at home. You know, things are not getting better. They tried to open multiple cities, and the multiple cities have COVID-19 spiked, right? And now CDC again admitted that they were wrong again today. So now they say that COVID-19 is airborne, which means that you can get it even if you're not talking to anybody. Right? You can walk around because they say that the COVID-19 virus can be airborne for up to an hour. That means if you walk to a market that has somebody with COVID-19, after they walk out for an hour, you stay in the same spot, you can get COVID-19.
Well, you gotta wear masks here in Texas.
Well, you already got your mask taken care of. I know Joseph just got his cover.
Yeah, buddy.
That, you know, I almost feel like that is too big. It's like the mouth is gigantic, but then the more I look at it, the more I think that's kind of badass. You know, the whole body.
It is
that cover is pretty big, but I mean, it'd be cool for like when you're if you're riding on the 4-wheeler and stuff. That's what I want to do.
Fernando, are you getting one?
The what?
Are you getting one?
Yeah, I'm getting one for sure.
Damn, it's like this whole.
Yeah,
roof
it's
covered
pretty. It's badass. I like it. I like it for that, dude. Like when I get on the quad and stuff.
I need to get some of those too because I'm getting sick of wearing a mask. I have this problem with wearing masks. It's that when I breathe in, the mask just sucks in, and then it gets on my nose. I can't breathe again. Right?
Yeah.
I had to get my mask custom made because my fucking face is so fat. Like, it would only cover like it would only cover up to my chin. Like
Messes up the beard.
all the ones they would give me would like cover up to right here, and I would talk, and I would have it like up here somewhere. And shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, they only have one size, and that's how I can fit the whole thing in there without the eyes. I could adjust it, but I don't know how how much it's gonna fit because they only show me the example how it looked like, and I just want to make sure the eyes is not in there. So maybe I don't know how much leeway there is because maybe I'll just print the eyes too, so the face is smaller, so that you can just fold the eyes in there. You can't see the eyes.
You just make ski masks now.
Ski masks.
Just wear ski masks. Or what do they call it? Baklavas, or what do they call it? The ones you can just see your eyes?
Like ninja masks.
Yeah.
Covers the whole thing up. I don't know. But I need to get myself one of those too because when I go out there, like my wife said that my mask looks like an underwear because it's got like a seam right in the middle.
Okay.
So.
Hey, how are things over there in the U.S., guys? Like in Mexico, things are pretty chill. Nobody's really paying attention to it anymore.
What, did you just say how is it like over there in the U.S.? Aren't you in the U.S. right now?
Right.
Oh yeah, well yeah, here in the U.S. Like I haven't been home. Are restaurants still closed down and stuff?
In places.
Depends on where you're at.
In places. Yeah, in places it's still they don't allow indoor dining. I went to Waltham just last weekend, and they closed the entire street so that the restaurant can operate outside. So they close the car cannot drive in. They have all this street open for the restaurant instead.
Okay. Yeah, because out here in Mexico, pretty much. Well, when I was in Mexico, everything's pretty much open. I mean, people die every day of all kinds of shit out here. Anyways, you gotta be more careful of getting shot than fucking.
Well, I guess if you're in that kind of countries, yeah, you have to worry about getting shot or tossed out of the window.
Well, I mean, like even where I'm from, dude, you gotta be more careful with dengue fever. Like dengue fever kills a shitload of people every year. So dengue is like a big thing. Dengue, chikungunya, and something called Sitka. They're really dangerous. And like where I'm from, there's a lot of mosquitoes.
I don't know. I guess over here is okay because all you have to worry about everything. There's no other diseases anymore in the U.S. There's no other disease left.
Just COVID.
There's no other disease. You cannot get any other disease.
I saw somebody say that. They said that nobody's died of old age since March.
Because this is what I heard. Okay, if you go work in Whole Foods or Amazon, whatever, they test your temperature 3 times a day, and if you have fever at all, they send you home. Okay, because they assume that you have COVID so long as you have fever.
Okay.
So there's
or you could have just been standing in the sun for a while.
Oh no! Well, see, if you stay in the sun for a little bit longer than usual, they'll allow you to test it the second time. Like I said, they'll tell you go stay somewhere for another half an hour, come back and see if it goes down. If it goes down, you're good.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of companies, are also afraid of the litigation about exposing other employees to COVID and things like that. I think that's probably one of the fears.
I mean, is there even a precedence for it? Like because if you're going to work, you're nobody's forcing you to go to work. I guess. I mean, you're going at your own risk, no?
Well, you are going at your own risk, but then the company itself would not want to have any COVID because if they have a case of COVID, they had to close down for the day and sanitize. And each time of that sanitization costs about $3,000-$4,000.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't want to have that expense. Even if you're not getting sued, they still had to close for the day and clean up.
I don't know. Things are crazy. Like out here, I have a friend that she's my wife's friend. She's a nurse, and she quit her job because the hospital the government-run hospital she's gonna work at, they won't cover her if she gets sick on the job.
Is that what they call it now? Like when you refer to a female, it's my wife's friend now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because if I say my friend, I got some problems. Yeah. No, I bought a second phone. You don't know how long it took me, like how many fights I had to say that it wasn't for anything bad.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when you say you work in the hospital and if you got COVID, the hospital doesn't cover it. What do you mean by hospital doesn't?
Yeah.
Hospital doesn't cover anything
Well,
to start with. It's not
yeah,
gonna
they-
be
I
a
think
workers'
they-
comp when you get sick.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That it's not a work related incident. That it's because it's out in public.
Yeah, I mean, even
just
if you
straight-
let's say if it's not COVID, okay? I got a flu while I'm working. I still cannot sue the hospitals to say, hey, I got a flu because I'm working in the hospital.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work.
No, well, it's not suing. It's just cover her medical expenses.
No, that's why the insurance are for.
That's what I'm telling you. She works for the insurance. Like, it's because in Mexico, the insurance is the government.
Okay.
Like, it's government healthcare. So
Because
that's
I know
why
U.S. mandates that all insurance cover COVID-related treatments. So.
Yeah,
and
that's the
everything's
good thing
COVID
about
right
here in
now.
the U.S.
So everything is COVID right now. So long as you have a cough, it's COVID-related.
Yeah. Fucking crazy, dude. I can't believe how much everything changed like 1 month to the next.
This is not 1 month. This is 6 months.
No, I know. But when it started, it was 1 month. Like just 1 month, everything was normal. Then boom, everything's all fucking upside down.
There are a lot of countries that no longer care about prevention. They are more leaning towards getting everybody kind of just develop that herd immunity by, naturally fighting it. So, because like majority of the country kind of found out that unless you have something serious, underlying serious issues, you're gonna survive. And they treat it like you just gotta get disease. Everybody gets all kind of things. Like it's almost like trying to prevent cancer, right?
Yeah.
There's not much you can do to prevent cancer. So in that way, yes, you should wear a mask so that you don't pass it on to other people if you're sick. But if you have no symptom, I really don't see any reason to force it. In a way, I got to that point where I feel like, if you don't feel sick at all, you don't have to worry about it because it doesn't prevent you from getting it anymore. It prevents other people from getting it. Right?
Yeah.
Somebody did this test with tried to smoke a vape with the mask on. So they were able to inhale the entire vaping puff, but when they exhaled, all the smoke came on from the side. Right? But that just tells you that you can. That just tells you that you can inhale everything that's out there. Right?
Yeah, it just makes it harder to spread, no?
Yeah, it just makes it harder to spread, but that's if you have it. Right? There's nothing to spread that if so it's just like normal human being, like say one of you guys went to a restaurant and somebody's coughing their lungs out. You would think that maybe I should kind of be careful a little bit, right?
Yeah, but the problem is the asymptomatic people, no? Like the people that have it that don't even know they have it.
Well, isn't that the same thing with any other problem? Like you can have flu, you walk around with the flu, but you don't know you have it.
Yeah.
Right? So you can have certain disease that you thought you were fine with it. You can walk around with smallpox. Right?
Yeah.
Or
Hey, so what's up with the cutter, Tony?
what's up with the cutter? Oh, you just missed the whole conversation? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, I just crossed like fucking 5 minutes ago when I jumped on.
So the cutter is gonna be available by November, sometime November, mid to late November. And
Dude, you have no idea how happy I was when I saw you post that the cutter was gonna happen.
Really?
Like, fuck yeah, finally. Yeah, I've been, dude. You haven't noticed that I'm the one that's always in the fucking comments like pushing for a cutter.
I wasn't sure because a lot of people pushed for the lighter too, and guess what happened?
Nobody.
Well, yeah, I want the lighter too. I fucking said yes, and I was like, where do I put the money, dude?
And then it didn't happen because not enough people wanted it.
Yeah, I guess that one was too expensive, but fucking I said hell yeah, and I was like, where do I send you the money?
No, the light was the lighter more expensive? No, the cutter was more expensive.
I think the cutter was more expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, the cutter was more expensive. I guess you only really need one lighter, but you can always have multiple cutters.
But you know what it is too, dude. Like, I've noticed that most of us, we all have that really good like cheap lighters. We're like, what do I want another lighter for?
True. You can light it any other ways, right? There's always a way to light it, but you got to have your own cutter because everybody lick, the cap. You don't want to use any other people's cutter, so you kind of have to have.
Yeah,
a cutter
exactly.
That's
why. I mean, I think more people are into like buying a good quality cutter, and then once you have like a crappy cutter, you don't want a crappy cutter anymore.
Right.
How many people remember your crappy cutter? What's the worst cutter you ever owned?
Like now that I have the Vertigo V cut, I'm fucking in love with it. It just cuts so clean and so nice. That's the rated blade is fucking sweet.
So I know Austin has like a whole kit. He always shows the picture of that whole kit, right? There's always a cutter in there.
Oh
already.
Yeah, buddy.
Right, that skull cutter thing.
He's the one that has that little like metallic case, with like the blue velvet.
Yep.
He almost looked like a poker set.
Yeah, exactly, that's it.
So I'm gonna have to make a new one for the cutter.
So yeah, you had to make another one basically. That's just a foam to put on top.
Yeah, I'll just get new foam and relay everything out.
It's gonna be super cool, super.
Yeah, dude,
cool.
I mean, sometimes I envy so much people that can do shit like that. I cannot do that. I'll lose my temper and just throw it across the room because I cut crooked.
I've been seeing
the
a
hard
lot of
part
people
was getting all the labels.
Try to build their house and stuff. I think who was the one that showed pictures about like rebuilding their whole house? There was one member that was showing pictures that they were building their new frames and everything. That I envy. Like those people who can get new drywalls and stuff like that. Those are hard. Like I can't.
That's so freaking cool.
Now, hey, if anybody in Massachusetts know how to deal with wood, that can come over and help me fix my deck. This way, I got plenty of cigars.
I know how to do all that stuff. Well, I'm Mexican. I'm born with that stuff in my blood. But I just don't do it the right way. You know how somebody takes their time.
Oh, he's about to go. He's about to go.
Well, I'm measured once, cut 10 times.
Fernando, I can't even feel safe to tell you to come to help because I really don't want to deal with another broken leg.
Right.
Oh, dude, I've been so accident prone, and it's all even my wife is like, dude, we gotta take you to get to a curandera, which is like a white witch to clean your vibes.
That was always gonna say that. Have you been voodooed? Did you piss one of your wife's friends off?
That's what she told me. Look, first I broke my finger right on the rope with the horse. He fucking he cut my finger off for a little bit, and then my knee on my left side. My finger's on my left side, the one I messed up. My knee is the one on my left side, and then the other day, my truck is a standard, it's a stick shift, and I was kind of in a rush, and I was like, I won't turn it off and put it in gear. I'll just turn the wheel into the curb, and it fucking jumped the curb. So my fat ass ran to go and try and catch it, and I didn't see the telephone pole, and it came back and slammed the door in my fucking arm. And it's exactly the same thing on my left side too.
I can say is Fernando, stay in school, don't do drugs. I don't have any better words. Stay in school, don't do drugs. There you go. He disconnected.
What that means is quit cutting corners, brother.
I know, right? Something like that. Oh, James. Hey, James. Good morning. He's muted.
What's up, James?
Did somebody say do drugs?
It will be legal over here.
No, definitely you don't do
drugs.
drugs.
You're in Mexico. Drugs I can't do.
I thought this was a cigar group. The other group, I'm not in them right now.
Oh my God.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are
real bad.
Okay.
I got a phone call tonight from my dad that they found my youngest brother dead Monday.
No.
Oh my God.
Sorry, man.
So, do not do drugs.
I was gonna say, when he said drugs are bad, I was thinking of ibuprofen. That's kind of drug for me. So, but
So no, I know that Mexican heroin.
I know that road, bro. I've been down that road, and another member in here too, and it's an ugly road. You lose a lot of friends and family.
Oh yeah, you do.
I went down that road in my early 20s. It's no bueno.
Yeah, well, Fernando, that's what I'm saying. Like, quit the other group, just stay in Shadow Smoke's Legion. We're okay. You know,
Well, you
we
guys
might be
are
all
the- you
crazy
guys
here,
are-
but we're okay.
You guys are the only group I'm in now. I'm out of others. Well, just Cigars Daily, but I kind of muted them out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing against that group. I mean, we all used to be in that group, and some people. Are
No,
still
I mean
there.
it's a great group. It's just a beginners group. It's more. I look at more of as a beginners group.
Yeah.
You know, people that are newer to the whole smoking thing and newer to the community are just getting plugged in. It's a great group, but it's just more of that.
Wait, Martin, you think so? You think that they are more of a beginners group?
Yeah. They still get a lot of beginner questions being
But
asked.
they have
Yeah,
the highest of the highest cigars aficionado Cuban smokers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're all in. I mean, there's people in there that want to give advice and stuff, right? But I mean, most of those people, I'm pretty sure they're more involved in a more private group like ours, but in their own way.
Because they have like, I'm talking about their aficionado are super, okay? Like if you say you have a Cuban cigar, without seeing it, they can tell you it's fake.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, every Cuban you have is fake.
Then I had to throw some away then.
It's just one of those things.
What did you say, James?
You can throw them away over here.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
I
You
got
got
a
plenty
big-
over there.
I got a big ass trash can, bro. No problem.
It costs me too much. You just send it over there. I'll just incinerate it here.
I'll
There you go.
send you the postage. No problem.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
Fernando,
them
would that count,
papers
would that
away
count as
with.
dry bagging?
No.
No, dry
Not
bagging is like saying, oh, I would love to try all these kind, but who could give me some? But
No, we're talking
helping a
about
friend-
fake. We're talking about fake
Help-
Cubans here.
Yeah, helping a friend dispose of bad stuff is, being a friend.
Such a good friend. Such a good friend we have.
Yeah.
It's a family
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Ugh.
This cigar actually lasts me a long time. It's an hour and a half now, and it's still burning. Still going at it. So
What cigar is that?
that is a Alec Bradley Prensado.
Prensado?
Prensado.
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 I'm a fan of Alec Bradley. I've had a lot of good stuff from them.
Yeah, that's a good cigar.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't been smoking a lot of different cigars because I haven't been doing my random drawing into my humidor upstairs. I've been just smoking whatever that's here. So, today I actually just go up there and just randomly grab one. Because I used to do that. I just grab whatever. But, I feel like I have so much of these, I had to smoke it. I feel like obligated to smoke it because they have so much of it.
That's too much information. You're
Wasn't
upstairs
the,
randomly grabbing instead of.
Wasn't
James,
the Prensado number
there's
one?
There's two paths. You always have to select that path to go, do you? You always have to go that one that just curves and then turns around. You can't just go the regular path.
The day James doesn't go that path, I'm going to send him a private email and say what's going on. Something's wrong.
It's one of those things like they say that, what message would you send your friend without telling that you're in trouble, that when they read the message, they know you're in trouble?
Oh, yeah, dude, of course. Like, usually my friends are like, what's up, asshole? Or what's up, shit face? And if they tell you, like, hey, what's up, Fernando, how's it going? It's like, okay, something's wrong.
Right? So, if I'm, message some of you guys and say, hey, I am no longer smoking Davidoff for the rest of my life.
No, if you send me a message saying I love Gurkha and I will only smoke Gurkha, I'm calling the cops. I'll be like, hey, Massachusetts State Police, they need some help on Indian Head Road, like ASAP.
Jeez. Thanks for just giving out my street, right? Just give away my street so everybody know where I live, right? I don't want to be that person, while I'm streaming and all of a sudden, the squat team just, breaking through my doors and everything.
Oh, shit.
I think Bob did that last week already. So Bob did that already last week.
You did that?
That's crazy.
Who did that last
Bob
week?
gave away your street already last week in the video.
I really don't want that to happen because it's really hard to explain. Like, you know, if the SWAT team came in, I'll be so panicked that I have to speak in the Chinese accent right away. Right?
That'd be crazy to look at.
I'll be no little boy here, no little boy here.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. Back it up a little bit. That was kind of an extreme path there, buddy.
Well, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? No weapons here? What? No drugs here?
I don't know. What else?
Me going the wrong path. Yeah.
What else is like? What's a stereotypical Asian? Oh, that's Japanese. That's Yakuza.
No, like if you think about the typical things that Asian can get in trouble for, right? Drugs, human trafficking, weapons.
No, well, I've always thought maybe like bootleg electronics, no?
No, bootleg electronics. They don't call the SWAT team on you for bootlegs. You kidding me?
Dude, they call the SWAT team on you for anything.
No. The SWAT team will come in with bootlegs.
If they issue you a high risk warrant, the SWAT team is coming.
Yeah, but not for bootlegging.
Wouldn't it be like illegal massage parlors or something? You got
that's human trafficking.
Human trafficking, yeah, that's.
Well, here's the problem. There's a lot of stuff. I'm Mexican, dude. We dabble in everything illegal.
Asians do it.
I mean, we all have that. Look at Martin can go ahead and say, yeah. We all have that one deal that can get you whatever you want.
Yeah, buddy.
Isn't that the same thing for Asians?
Anything you want.
Yeah, but Martin's married to it.
There's nothing that you cannot buy in Hong Kong. There is nothing that you cannot buy in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Right? So that one deal that you can get anything you want. Like, you know, hey, I want a new liver. I'll go to Hong Kong, you'll find one.
Yeah, oh yeah, I hear about that now.
Right? You can literally buy anything in Hong Kong. I don't think there's anything that you can. And in fact, if you're buying something that you cannot buy, they will just tell you to go on a cruise boat, and then you go to the middle of the international water, and they still sell it to you.
Yeah, where it's not illegal anymore.
I know people in low places. That's good because I know people in high
places.
Yeah,
I watched a documentary about that, about China and their, like, the synthetic drug market. That they're always coming up with new stuff, and by the time it becomes illegal, they already have something else.
Yeah, because you just had to change one ingredient, right? You change one ingredient, and something else. So.
Isn't that where fentanyl came from out there from China?
I don't do drugs, so I don't.
I'm pretty sure that started in Mexico.
Well, the distributors probably Mexicans. The distributors probably Mexicans, and the China is like retailers.
Well, you have to remember, China kind of owns Mexico. China owns all of our major like gold mines.
Cannot hear you, Fernando. You're breaking out.
He's on edge.
He's on the edge. He's on edge.
As long as he doesn't fall off.
I don't even think there's edge anymore, right? There's no edge towers anywhere.
Yeah,
hey,
there
Tony,
is.
I know a lot of people.
But there is over here.
In Germany?
Tony, I know a lot of people in medium places. A whole bunch of them.
So we covered the whole spectrum. So if you need people in low places, you go find Evan and Fernando. If you need people in normal, medium places, you find Albert. And if you need people in high places, you come to me. Right?
Yeah.
We'll cover the whole spectrum. I think that's pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know about the high places with you.
What?
No, you're one of the ones in medium, James. You're one of the medium.
I got people in high places on speed dial.
Yeah, on speed dial you do, yeah.
You know, my last name is Wang, and our family is pretty big.
What's speed dial?
Yep.
You know, something like, do you need a visa to China?
I just need a giggle switch for my Glock.
You guys, people in high places, you know what speed dial is, Albert.
Oh,
yeah, what's speed dial? No, I was thinking for Tom is smart, right? He's a millennial, so in heaven they don't know what speed dial is.
That's true, huh? Because nobody uses speed dial anymore. They just
use contact.
Yeah. Right? Nobody remember that you can just hold the number and then you'll just dial a number.
Yeah, because everybody just says, "Hey, call Albert."
Well, they don't really. I don't get that many calls. But
Wait, hold on. Let me turn my speaker down in case he really does call Albert. World is small. You can travel anywhere. You can talk to anybody within seconds. So world is pretty small
I'm
nowadays.
just saying we don't need speed dial because we got Alexa and Siri and.
Yeah, I just say, "Hey Google" on mine.
Oh no! I was about to say. I literally unplug my Google every time before I start.
Shut up, Google.
Yeah, I literally unplug my Google every time before we start because I'm afraid somebody's gonna say something. Because I know there were few streamers where they're streaming, and then somebody will do like a super chat, and they will say, "Hey Google, what's my address?" And then Google will say their address in the streaming. There's always ways, right? There's always ways. So.
That's
all right,
funny.
so Wednesday. What else is new? Wednesday. You know, I feel like every day right now, people are just chilling at home and smoking more, right? Did all of you guys double your regular smoking routine?
Yeah.
Like, we can't count Martin because Martin gets paid every cigar he smokes. Not a lot. He probably get paid a penny for every cigar he smokes. So he will spend $10 to earn that penny. But, you know, he's probably doing, because based on the amount of video he's pumping out, so it's a lot of smoking. I know that I at least doubled my regular smoking habit, because I used to just smoke one a day. Now I'm doing 2 or 3 a day. So.
Oh man, why'd you let him out?
No.
What about you guys? How about Matt? How much did your cigar smoking increase?
I think mine went down, man. 1 or 2 a day.
1 or 2 a day went down.
Yeah.
Well, what about Daniel?
It went up during like kind of the hiatus or the kind of peak of everything, but it's kind of back.
Hello guys, back.
Finally. What about Austin? What about you?
It used to be 1 a day. Now it's 2. Today it was 3. It's been a bad day.
What about Albert?
A couple a day, actually. Couple a day. But increase in a couple a day, or just like a couple a day regularly anyway? It went from like 1 a day to like a couple a day.
How about the people in the chat room? Did you guys have increase, like a significant increase? Like, you know, did you have something like you know, Fernando got cut off again.
Down a lot. Yeah.
Fernando, you need to go to somewhere with something more than 2G, man.
I remember 3G.
I'm on the road. I'm headed back to California, so I'm running through I'm headed up through I'm headed to 2. It's not that great service.
Yeah. Fernando, just listen, okay? So people in the chat room, let me know how many more cigars that you're smoking more than usual. You know, something like.
I went from 1 a day to like 2 or 3 now.
That's not too bad of an increase, right? That's not too bad of an increase. I'm talking about increase like Michael. He went from like maybe 2 a day to like 8 a day. Right? That's an increase. Joseph,
but every time Martin smokes with his cigar, he's got to do a review on it, man. So
pretty much.
Well, he's doing
work.
He's doing video full time now, so you know he has to pump up those
I'm
videos.
a full-time YouTuber.
Full-time YouTuber.
Not by choice. Not by choice.
Full-time YouTuber. You know, eventually he will have just for fan page. You know, stay tuned. One day you gotta find it right on the Patreon page. It's like vote what you want to see on the just for fan page. Because I see him do that a lot. It's like, you know, Patrons, what do you guys want to see me smoke? And he have a list of things, and he never chooses the one I choose. He never choose the one I say, hey, smoke that one.
Okay, but when you see that, Tony, do you smoke do you select the best cigar or do you select the worst tasting cigar?
Me? You know, I just usually eating money more kind of thing, like that
You
one.
mean my mo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because usually when he lists a bunch of cigars, they're all pretty good, right? They're all pretty good. I haven't seen Gurkha on it, so they're all pretty good.
No Gurkha.
Right? They're all pretty good. So I don't you know what? I'll keep that in mind. Next time I'll vote for the worst one out of the batch. Right?
That is a good question to ask. You know, do the guys, when we choose Martin's cigar, do you pick the nastiest cigar that you want to see?
Y'all are gonna end up doing that now. Watch.
Hey, Martin, I think that would be a good idea. Why don't you try do one that says, hey, here's my list of all the nasty cigars I don't like to smoke. Which one would you guys like to see me smoke?
Yeah, do that one. I'd love that. That would be a good review,
There
man.
you go, yeah.
Right? That would be
Helping
pretty good
me
to
out
see.
with some good ideas, man.
Decrease at 2 or 3 a day now, if like, because so a lot of people are working more. Is that what it is? People are working more because I'm working more. I'm working about 500% more right now. Right? Usually I deal with 1 client a day. Now I deal with 5 clients every day. Like literally every day. So every time I listen to them, I really don't want to listen to them. Can I just not listen to them? So I'll let up a cigar and I just, you know, basically listen. And when they finish talking, they're like, so what do you think, Tony? I'll be like, I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. Right? They're like, what do you think, Tony? I'm not really thinking. But like, you know, whatever you think is good, send it to me in paperwork and I'll read through them. And then even though when I tell them that I would just read through them, they still I know I feel more comfortable if I explain to you on the call. Right? I explain to you on person so that you know what I mean. I was like, I know what you mean when you write it in paper, especially when you have your lawyer write it. You know, it covers everything. You know, you have all those lawyer terms like, you know, including but not limited to, right? Though that I think that's more clear, you know. So I'm working so much that I literally by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I don't even want to hear anything. I don't even want to hear my wife. Like she'll be like, let me tell you about the story I read. I was like, no. Like, and then she will still tell me, and I'll get angry, like, you know, you're telling me something that I have absolutely no context of. You know, because back in the days, when I have more time, whatever she's reading into, or novel or whatever, I will go read it too, so that we can have a good conversation about it. You know, we can have talking about what she read, what she like, you know, carpets, whatever she's looking at, I will look at it too. But right now, I literally don't have time to do that, and then she will be telling me all these things. I'm like, you're telling me something I have zero context of. I cannot respond to you about that. Right? She'll be reading a book and all of a sudden go, oh my god, I can't believe that, you know, that's the case. And she go, what do you think? I was like, I have no idea what you just read. And she's like, but, you know, and she will tell me the middle of the story, but without telling me the context of it, like in school, right? She's like, you know, in the end, this person was holding a finger, and then just sits there. What do you think that ending means? I was like, I didn't even read the story. How would I know what that finger came from? Right? And then she'll answer one question. She'll be like, well, because he was one of those interrogator, and then he got one finger from one of the guys. I was like, that doesn't tell me anything. Right? So, you know, right now is in this like really bad, like I kind of hate myself kind of situation where
What the hell are you talking about, Tony?
Huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about every day. I kind of hate it myself as a husband because I don't think that I'm doing my duty of understanding what my wife is doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have got that out of that story.
Right? I feel that way because I, you know, like, good thing I don't have kids because I feel like I'm not spending enough time with my kids. Whatever my kids are doing, I have no idea what they're doing. Right?
Next time, lead with that. Huh?
I did talk to, like, you know, it's like I have no context of what my wife is talking about. So I felt like I'm kind of like let her down, you know. It's like I'm doing my thing, even though I'm working. I'm still kind of enjoying my time by smoking a cigar, but like I'm not doing what I usually do. Like I'm not really doing any cooking. I'm not really doing, you know. I only spend time with my wife on Saturday right now. On Sunday, even on Sunday, I'm working. so I'm not spending enough time with her. I just feel that way, you know. And it's not like the streaming is doing any different because even if I'm upstairs right now and she'll be reading, I'll be just sitting there. I just like allow my because I wouldn't understand what she's doing. She's like, no, this has been happening. So you know, I think this does take a toll, and all of a sudden you have to do a whole year worth of work in the end of the year because the last 6 months really nothing happened, right? Everybody was just worried about having a job, not getting fired from a job, working a job that you're not happy with, or dealing with some politics that has to do with the disease or something like that. Like we're not really invested in what we normally do, right? And I think that's one of the reasons why we increase cigar consumption because we really needed that time away from everything, right? When you're smoking, you're kind of spending the time away from everything, right? Like, do you guys do that? Like, you know, when you're smoking a cigar, is it that your personal time that you're spending away from everything because you just don't want to deal with everything? Or, you know, well, are you kind of the person that does work while you're doing cigars? Like, what kind of smoker are you? Me personally, when I'm smoking cigars, it's my personal time. I don't want to deal with all the other stuff. Like, I don't want to deal with work. I don't want to take a phone call from my clients. I don't want to do all that, right? So that's my personal time. But right now, it feels like, you know, we did that for like 6 months, and now we're trying to catch up, and that catch up really sucks. You know, I don't know, because James feels like he's pretty much normal right now. He's working, he gets home, everything seems normal for him, right? Evan, every time I see him, he's working, right?
Yep, it's not really changed too much for me.
Like what? Something like Albert, you know, he just really started dealing with the school stuff from the past 2 months maybe.
Yeah, couple months.
Right. So if you put all that time together, you feel like you're doing catch up. Everything's catch up, but like it feels very disorganized.
Yeah,
well,
no, and with the environment being different, you know, different situation with in person and virtual, it's caused me to have to do stuff I wouldn't normally do. So,
right. Something like Matt. I think Matt actually worked less. I feel like Matt has more time, but you know, but he said that he decreased the smoking cigar. That means that he's doing something else, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know how everybody are, but for me, smoking is supposed to be a very enjoyable time to kind of like sit down, regather your thoughts and stuff like that. But because right now I'm catching up, I feel like smoking a cigar is really trying to kill the time that I'm trying to catch up. Like because
yeah, but Matt stopped smoking too many cigars when he realized he couldn't taste orange.
Not the case, sir. Not the case.
What, the orange or that you can't taste it?
Quit trying to like still brainwash me, man.
You know, one day Matt he's gonna eat an orange and he's like, because of you guys, I can no longer taste orange. It's one of those like PTSD kind of thing, you know? It's like I cannot taste orange anymore.
One of these days he's gonna smoke a cigar and he's gonna be like, damn, I taste orange, but I can't tell nobody.
Well, actually, I will tell you this. When I was in Virginia, I smoked that Yamasa from Davidoff, and I told Travis I did get a hint of orange.
See, it's working, man.
You know that's actually the citrus. It's actually not orange, but it's a citrus.
Well, citrus, but I did. It was weird because it was on a retro hell, and all of a sudden it just like popped in. And then it was gone.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's something. At least something. So we had to kick Matt out of the Asian orange.
Asian orange.
Asian orange no longer have Matt.
Asian orange is still alive and well, folks.
You're out of the penalty box, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
But we're not trying to brainwash you, man.
Yeah, right.
But that's what they say. Yeah, that's what brainwashers say anyway. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. Reverse psychology.
So yeah, I mean, life has been different for me. I think I'm getting too busy for my liking, and I think that mentally it's taking a toll. I think that's
man,
it's getting a lot of shit. I feel more stressful. and I feel more tired, but not physically tired, but mentally tired. Like I could get ticked off very easily than usual. But then again, I'm like the group Karen, right? So I get ticked off anyway. But
oh, okay, I got some. So I'm watching Blacklist, season 7, Blacklist, right? I'm clipping along through all the episodes. I get to the last episode on season 7. And they started like about 5 minutes of it. And then they go to this where they start, it's all, where
Cartoon
videos of everybody that's at home. They're saying, hey everybody, we're doing this COVID thing, and they stopped all the filming and all that. So we had our producers work, and they did animation through half of it. So whatever they couldn't film, they switched over to animation, and then so the clips that they had filmed, they interspersed it throughout the whole episode. So we got to watch an animated and then a real. It'd go back and forth for the last episode of. Yes.
That's weird.
It pissed me off. I mean, it really pissed me off. It was like, man, that's that's COVID. Man, that's COVID for you, man. Screws up a perfectly good episode by putting in all the little cartoon.
I gotta be honest with you. I haven't watched Blacklist since I think end of season 5.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting cliffhanger for season 7, man. I'll tell you that.
Maybe I'll spend some time catching up on Blacklist because I'm
season
sure
7 is good.
Season 5.
Season 8's going to be all animation. So.
But that's the thing, though. In animation, doesn't it cost more to produce?
Well, they're all home, right? I mean,
they still need to dub the voice over it.
Yeah, and you can tell they did too. By the way, you can tell they were.
So I don't know. Wow. Everything changed. I mean, I personally wish this year just get over with. But then again, there's no guarantee that next year is gonna get better. Right? There's no guarantee. There's no good news. That's gotta be for next year.
2021 is gonna say, "Here, hold my beer."
Yep.
Right. I'm kind of concerned like how 2021 is gonna be because I have my client constantly asks me to travel, and I was like I can't. Because like if I go over there, I don't know if I can come back. If I go over there, got sick, I don't know if I can deal with it. And another thing is that America's kind of have like a waging war kind of going on. I don't really want to go to a war zone. So they're saying, okay, let's schedule for 2021. I can't even do that because I don't know why if 2021 is gonna get worse.
You guys might even have complete civil war.
Civil war?
Yeah, the way things are going right now.
Civil war means inside the country there's gotta be fight. Which country's gotta have civil war?
Well, you guys right after your election.
The elections?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean talking about U.S.?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not worried about that. I mean, the civil war right now is just like, hey, it's like two really old couples having sex. One person said fuck you, the other person said fuck you too. That's how it is gotta be if we have a civil war here.
Mm-hmm.
Not too worried. Okay.
Yeah.
Albert's like laughing. Albert's like no. I don't know. I mean, it just feels like that. I mean, and then that's something that always go on. I mean, there's always two sides of a coin, right? So, I was just glad I don't have to vote for Kanye West. He's not on my ballot, so I would have voted. If Kanye West was on my ballot, I would have voted for him, though. Just for the heck of it. I would really love to see Kanye West become the president.
Yeah, we got. That's what we need is a bipolar guy as president.
Yeah.
Is he bipolar or he's just crazy?
Yeah, he's bipolar.
I don't know why how he got married. Like how Kim Kardashian just saying, you know what, this guy's great. I gotta marry with him, man. I gotta have 2 kids with him. I couldn't figure that out. I couldn't figure that out. Like you would think that maybe for the money, but like Kanye West is broke when he got married, so that couldn't be the money, right? Maybe for the look, he's not that good looking. He's short too. So what is there to take from Kanye West? So I don't know. I don't know what's there to marry him. But anyway. So we got 8 minutes left. You guys got something to talk about today?
You hear any more jokes, Tony?
I got any more what?
Did you hear any more jokes?
Okay. You guys want to see one of those random jokes I received today?
Yeah.
Here we go.
But one of the ones in English, right?
Oh yeah, they're in English. Let me find one. What to say during sex? Ooh ee wah ah dang dang wada wada bang bang.
No, it was not in English, James.
I don't always get the jokes, okay? I don't always get
I said, please, one in English, and we get a ooh, wah, bin, dang, wah, wah, bin, dang.
All right, here's another one. Me smoking a dog
Yeah, there's
tree
a joke
like a
in
cigarette,
Ewok, you know?
Say it again, Tony.
Okay, this one says me smoking a dog tree like a cigarette, In the scheme of things, houses are just Tupperware and we are God's leftovers. My therapist, visibly shaking. How did you get into my bathtub? I don't get that. I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I want to eat 5 meals a day. Who decided 3? The same person who came up with two-day weekend. Fucking losers. Wait, how is that funny? How is that funny?
Yeah, that's good. I like that one.
I'm not a child. You don't have to tell me lies to keep me happy. We grown. Tell me what it is and what it ends and what it's gonna be. I don't get that either. Okay. Next weekend has been exhausting. Everyone was excited at the Autopsy Club. It was open mic night. Okay, didn't get
Autopsy
that one.
Club. That's an Autopsy Club.
Autopsy.
Yeah, Autopsy.
Oh, it was a mic night. Okay, I like that. That's pretty good. You open up mic.
Open up mic.
Everything's canceled. Might as well put up the Christmas tree and call it a year. Okay, keep going. Let's see. Still going. Some of them are like statements and not really a joke. So, let me see. Kelly Osbourne declared RuPaul's Drag Race disqualified William loser after lip-syncing against Eden Wood on Logo's New Now next award to Selena Gomez Love. I don't understand that either. My boss, did you make it through the task list? Me, no. But I have 8 cups of coffee and 2 mental breakdowns, so I'd say today was very productive.
If you guys realize that Tony just can't tell a joke.
I can't. Right now, I'm not even in that mood. So that's the thing. Say what you
These
will
are
about
millennial
women, but I
jokes,
think
man.
being able to turn one sentence into a 6-hour argument takes talent.
No, it doesn't. I can do that all the time.
And then this guy shows 16 picture of skulls, right? And each one under that has a title. It says man, woman, rich, poor, tall, short, gay, straight, black, white, Asian. And the last one says the FBI agent who was investigating where I got all these skulls from. You guys really laughing at this shit?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
If I text you, are you up at 2 a.m.? Please don't hit me back at 6:45 with I wasn't. What's up? The moment has passed. Whatever dumb shit I was up to is over now. I'm asleep now, and when I wake up, I won't be the same person who I reached out. Okay, that didn't make sense to me. Oh, I can't even read that one. That one will get me kicked off YouTube. Just the one I just saw.
Tony, you might want to unsubscribe from that feed, man.
It's not a feed. It's people texting me. Let's play high and go fuck yourself. And they sent me a picture with 2 vampires on the side and looking at 2 people smoking weed and says, "Oh well, Vlad, edibles."
Edible. Oh yeah, because now cannibals. I can see that for cannibals. I can see that for cannibals.
I ran out of coffee this morning. Tequila seems a reasonable replacement. Everyone is so pretty today. I can't. This is not funny.
Not the way you tell it.
I don't know how you can tell that funny though, James.
I would like to apologize to anyone that I have not yet offended. Please be patient. I'll get to you shortly.
That's funny.
Okay, that's not even funny.
Who sends you this shit?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, ask him not to.
He probably gets half of it from Stacy.
Ready?
No, my wife sends memes.
This one is from somebody typed in Ask Reddit. Teachers of Reddit, what is the funniest thing you've heard a student say that you unfortunately had to punish them for? And the answer was, I had recess duty a few years ago. A kindergarten girl came running over with another girl right after her and say, she called me the B word. When I asked the second student if she called the first student the B word, she turned to the first one and says, motherfucker doesn't start with the B.
See, this is the shit that my wife. So,
yeah.
And top.
Yeah.
My wife sends me this shit.
Woman can do anything man can do. Woman can do anything man can do. What is that? Oh, no. Okay. that was actually kind of funny. I'm presently experiencing life at a rate of several what the fucks per hour.
These are t-shirts, is what these are.
Think of a number between 0 and 10. Add 32 to it. Multiply the sum by 2. And then subtract 1. Now close your eyes. It's dark, isn't it? Have you ever had a bad day just to remember this guy, which shows Bruce Willis? Found out that he was dead and still going to work? Okay.
You asked for this.
Yeah.
Is that your main phone, Tony, or is that your secondary phone?
That's my main phone. Because once people have my phone number, they just...
Yeah, you need to get a secondary phone, man.
I think I should.
Yep.
When you first started your job, good morning. You at your job now. What, motherfucker? Fuck work. I'm still going. I'm just saying. When you get a loan at bank, you pay for it for 30 years. If you rob a bank, you're out in 10 years. Follow me for more financial advices. No. This is why I can't read those. I didn't think were funny. I can't believe you guys are laughing at those.
Oh, we're funny. Some of them were funny, and some of them might have been funny if you would have told them right.
I just read whatever that's on them.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So yeah, that's what kind of shit I getting on my messengers all the time. So please don't send me those things. I mean, I'm not, and this is excluding some people actually does send me like random nudes that they found on the internet. And I was like, dude, wrong person. It's like I get those messages, and I can't stop. Obviously, I get
Jeff and Brandon.
No, it wasn't even from Jeff and Brendan. Actually, Brendan might have done it once. I think Brendan done it once. I think Marcus Hawk done it once too. He sent me like a Christmas woman with a gigantic and says Happy Christmas or something like that.
I hope he didn't send you the same nudes he sent me, because he said mine were exclusive.
Okay. Well, anyways, it's 11:02. Finally, we get through today. It's Wednesday. I hope you guys have a better day tomorrow than today or the rest of this week. Especially Austin. I hope your day gets better.
I don't think it can get any worse.
Well, we're here for you if you need a year or two.
Yeah.
Trust me, that's why I showed up tonight. So I appreciate all you guys.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad we could help.
So any announcement? I already posted the announcement. If you guys haven't read the announcement, go read the announcement. It's about like 4 or 5 things on there. Other than that, we're good. Anything else? No? We're good? Alright. So in that case, if I don't die by Saturday, I will see you guys on Saturday. And what I mean by day is like I show up at the show like this. Hi guys. It's Tony the SoySauceAssassin. If that doesn't happen, I will be on Saturday, and hopefully we'll have some fun asking the questions to Michael. You guys think that Michael's gonna be on Saturday? Hopefully he is.
What questions are we asking him?
Well, at least we can ask the Sinistro thing.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because I thought that was the next thing that he's gonna bring in. So now that that's changed, I don't know. Maybe there's room for some other brands like Davidoff, maybe. Hence, Michael, if you see this one.
McAuliffe?
100% sure that's not going to happen.
Wait, which one? McAuliffe or Davidoff?
Davidoff.
Oh, shut up. How can you say McAuliffe's going to happen, but Davidoff isn't?
What about McAuliffe?
Davidoff costs way too much to bring in.
McAuliffe's not that much cheaper.
Yeah,
he's got me and Shane.
Nobody likes McAuliffe besides Martine.
I know, right? Martine's the only one I like McAuliffe.
Shane also.
You know, one cigar I want to try more is the one. What's that called? The one with the Illuminati sign on it. Can't remember the name.
Oh,
Illusione?
Yeah, no.
He's talking the.
Can't remember the name right now.
Shit.
You know what I gotta talk about? The cigar band that has the Illuminati sign on it?
I think that's Illusione. Oh, no. That's Foundation.
No.
No,
yeah, Foundation has that thing.
Now we have one member that's like really good, like have some connection to that. Like I think his friend makes that. I can't remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called?
Are they okay with him using?
What I'm talking about, the one with the Illuminati sign on it.
Is the Illuminati okay with him using the sign?
I don't know. I think it's just actually. I don't know. You know that kind of like.
You don't want to screw with that, man.
Can't remember the sign.
Oh, never mind.
You know what I'm talking about? Matt knows what I'm talking about. He just can't remember the name either, right?
I can't remember the name. I know.
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
Here we go. The Hiram Solomon.
Yeah, Hiram Solomon.
Hiram Solomon. Yeah, that's the one.
But that's not Illuminati, man. That's just what's it called?
That's Freemason.
Freemason. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Freemason sign. Freemason sign.
Yeah.
I got it confused. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I
level-
want to try more. I actually I think I tried like 2 of them. I should
Square,
try
right?
more.
Some kind of square or something.
It looks like
Compass and square.
compass in the square.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's it for the show today. I am going to take a long ass bath. And I will see you guys Saturday.
See ya.
Mason